Okay, good morning, my dear students. How are you doing? I hope that all your activities are okay in your family, in your studies, in your job. Today is a continue about the English lesson. So the fourth topic is second conditional. Did you remember that yesterday we checked the first conditional? Okay, today is the turn about the continue about the conditionals. Okay, second conditional, yeah. First is normally understand and talk about the objectives. About this class, the listening students will be able to watch a video and understand the use of second conditional, as well as to answer some question in relation to the video or in relation to the conversation. About the speaking, students will be able to ask questions to their classmates about unreal or imaginary conditions. About reading, students will be able to read a text where students can find the second conditional like a structure, analysis, and use the structure. And writing, students will be able to write paragraphs to imagine things in the present or in the future. Okay, now when we use the second conditional. Yeah, the second conditional is used in situation or actions in the present or future, which are not like to happen or are imaginary, hypothetical, or impossible. This part is very important because the first conditional is real situation. Now, in the second conditional is imaginary, hypothetical, or impossible situation in our activities, in our lives. Okay. Use the second conditional when you want to imagine that the present right now is different that it really is. Okay. Entonces, when you want to imagine the activities, you wish that your present situation or someone else present situation was different. Okay. For more, I have more picture. I have more material for explain about this topic. Now we are going to see about the structure. In these sentences, in these conditionals, we have two parts. The if, the clause if or the if clause, also called conditional clause. And there is a main clause or a result clause. Yeah. When we have if clause, the structure is if plus subject plus past simple. In the next part about the sentences main clause, the structure is subject plus modals like would, should, could, or might, and plus the verb, but in the verbs the verb in the infinitive form. For example, the structure in positive sentences. I won a lottery. No, if I won a lottery, I could buy a new bike. Yeah, so we can identify the all elements about the sentences with the structure about the second conditional. We have if, subject in this case is I, always the simple past verb in this case is won, okay, and complement. Always we have used the comma. Next, subject, in this case, what is the person? I, yeah, is the same person I. The modal verbs, would, should, could, might. In this case, I use would. The verb is in the base form, by a new bike. Okay. Now in negative, in the second conditional, we use the simple past verb. In negative, we have the auxiliary didn't, okay, or the auxiliary did. But in this case, is negative sentences. We use didn't plus not. In contraction is didn't. For example, if she didn't do a lot homework, she could go to the beach. Okay, if she didn't do a lot homework, she could go to the beach. Okay, now in sentences about the question, we have two forms. Number one, first, the clausal if. If you had an accident, what would you do? And the second possibility, what could you do if you had an accident? Yeah, it's different form, but the result is the same. Okay, now we have more exercise for improve or our second conditional. For example, number one, can you help me please reading or no. Number one, number two, I'm going to read and you have to change. For example, positive and negative and then question. Yeah. Number one, if I won the lottery, I would buy a really nice fast car. Okay. Please tell me how I change these sentences in negative. Yeah. Do you remember that negative is the auxiliary did? In negative is didn't, did not, or didn't. And then in the second part, in the clausal, in another clausal, we use modal good and the verb in the base form. Okay. If I didn't win the lottery, I would buy a really nice fast car. Okay. Yeah, good. Now, the question. What, in my case, what could you buy, comma, if you won the lottery? Yeah, good. This is our exercise. This is a second conditional. Please pay attention. Remember the past of the verbs. Remember the use, the auxiliaries. Remember the use of modal. Yeah, this is the structure. Yeah, you always have to do a order. Yeah, if you have cleared the structure, if you have ordered the sentences, this topic is very easy. Yeah, but if you complicate about the structure, if you don't clear the basic clauses, this topic is so difficult. Do you remember that the second conditional is about the imaginary situation, yeah, not a real situation, yeah, is imaginary, hypothetical, or impossible situation. Yeah, in this case is hypothetical or imaginary. If I won the lottery, yeah, if I won the lottery, yeah. Number two, if I had two heads, okay, this is an imaginary situation because two heads, yeah. In my case, I think that never we have two heads. Yeah, if I had two heads, I could wear two hats. Yeah, the negative, please, with I. Yeah, if I didn't have two heads, I could wear two hats. Yeah, for example, in number three, please change, or number four. Yeah, number four. Yeah, no, in order. Number three, please change the subject. Yeah, the subject in this case is I. We're going to change, for example, three person, he. Yeah, he. And so the example will be, if he, what is the verb? See, saw, sees, sing, Yeah, remember the structure about the second condition. Yeah, the second conditional, we always use the past simple. Yeah, okay. If he saw an alien, he would run away really quickly. Okay, very good. Please, this the same exercise, but in negative. How would be? If he didn't, remember, didn't is the auxiliary in past, the verb is the base form. If he didn't see an alien, he would run away really quickly. Okay? Yeah. Please, the next exercise 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. In your notebook, you have to write positive, you have to write negative, you have to write question. Yeah? Please check, pay attention about the instructions, the structure, and then I'm going to check, yeah, for your scores. Yeah, then we are going to check about another exercise. Yeah, do you remember for improve our English skills, or in this case for improve or learning the best way? Really, really, really important. Practice, practice, practice. Okay. In number 1, if I were you, I would want to be a doctor. Yeah. These sentences is okay or is wrong? Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? For example, in this part, in if clause, the verb is okay, is were, or is was? Yeah, okay, is were, because was is only in 3 person, no more. Yeah, it's okay. If I were you, I could want to be a doctor. Yeah, for example, in question. In question, remember, we have 2 forms. The first forms with if, and the second form first with double H question. For example, what could you do if I were you? Okay. The next, second, if I knew the answer, I could tell it to you. Yeah. If I knew the answer, I could tell it to you. It's okay, because we use the past verb, know, knew, and we use the modal would. In this case, we can use would, should, could, might. Yeah, it's depending on your knowledge, or it's depending about the formal or informal conversation or sentences. Sorry. Number 3, if Mary had time, she could visit her boyfriend. Yeah, this is an imaginary situation, not really. Please, can you change these sentences negative and question? Yeah, okay. If I Mary had time, if Mary had time, yeah, the negative, which is the negative? Okay, if Mary didn't have time, okay, very good. If Mary didn't have time, she would visit her boyfriend. Yeah, okay. Very good. Now, my dear students, this is a homework for you. Yeah, in this case, we are going to talk about your life activities. For example, what could you do if you could travel back in time? Yeah, these sentences, this question is for you. Yeah, please, you have to complete the all sentences. In this case, or in this form, we are going to review about this topic. Another sentences. What could you do if you were a robot? Okay. Another sentences. What could you do if animals could talk? Yeah. Remember that this second conditional is imaginary situation. Yeah. The structure, please review the structure with the past, with the good. Okay. This is a happy or a funny pictures about the imaginary situation. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. Yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. Sorry, if I had vegetarian options, I couldn't eat you. Yeah. Sorry, if Miren, look, sorry, if I had vegetarian options, I couldn't eat you. In this case, we have to improve. We have to study different vocabulary because this topic is about a more level. Yeah. More, first conditional is so, but second conditional is more complicated. Yeah, for now this activity we're going to show a video about the second conditional with the topic a perfect day. Okay, wait a minute, please. I'm going to share. No. Yeah, okay. Okay, please pay attention. This video, 1 minute. Yeah, no, 1 minute 49. Okay, please pay attention because then we are going to answer task 2 and task 3. Okay, please pay attention. And now,
Do you like that song? Perfect Day. I really like it. Have you ever thought about what you would do if you could have a perfect day? Where would you go if you could go anywhere? If you could be with anybody, who would you be with? If you could do anything, what would you do? What would make your perfect day? Well, I've thought about it, and I think it's quite difficult, really. But I think if I could go anywhere for my perfect day, I would go to a tropical island, somewhere like Vietnam or Indonesia, somewhere that's got beautiful sea and lovely tropical fish. And I would like to spend my day snorkeling over a coral reef and looking at all the sea life. And then, who would I spend my perfect day with? Well, I would spend it with my husband. And then in the evening, where would I have my dinner? Where would we eat? I think if I could eat anywhere, I would eat next to the sea, perhaps listening to some live music. And then after dinner, would I go dancing? Would I go to a nightclub? No, I don't think so. If I could do anything after dinner, I would walk with my husband on the beach next to the sea and look at the stars. Oh, romantic, eh? Well, what about you? Have you thought about your perfect day?
your perfect day. Okay, one more time. Yeah, or again. Remember, then the video we're going to do 3 exercises about the video. Please pay attention. A perfect day. The topic is second conditional.
Do you like that song? Perfect Day. I really like it. Have you ever thought about what you would do if you could have a perfect day? Where would you go if you could go anywhere? If you could be with anybody, who would you be with? If you could do anything, what would you do? What would make your perfect day? Well, I've thought about it, and I think it's quite difficult, really. But I think if I could go anywhere for my perfect day, I would go to a tropical island, somewhere in Vietnam or Indonesia, somewhere that's got beautiful sea and lovely tropical fish. And I would like to spend my day snorkeling over a coral reef and looking at all the sea life. And then, who would I spend my perfect day with? Well, I would spend it with my husband. And then in the evening, where would I have my dinner? Where would we eat? I think if I could eat anywhere, I would eat next to the sea, perhaps listening to some live music. And then after dinner, would I go dancing? Would I go to a nightclub? No, I don't think so. If I could do anything after dinner, I would walk with my husband on the beach next to the sea and look at the stars. Oh, romantic, eh? Well, what about you? Have you thought about your perfect day?
Okay, thank you, Anna. So, the task number 1, preparation, okay? Preparation, a perfect day, vocabulary. Learn words you will hear in Anna's video, yeah? Choose the word to learn, yeah? They are snorkeling, yeah? This is activity that she would do.
They are snorkeling.
They are snorkeling. Repeat, please.
They are snorkeling.
They are okay, very good.
A coral reef.
A coral reef. Repeat, please.
A coral reef.
A coral reef, okay. Next.
Tropical fish.
Tropical fish. Repeat. Tropical fish.
Tropical fish.
Okay, very good. This is a vocabulary about the short video, 2 minutes, no more. Yeah. Task 2, comprehension. If any, the perfect day. Number 1, if any. Look, in these sentences, she used if any couldn't, if any could go anywhere for day, she could go to. Yeah, remember, please check the all sentences. First step is read the all sentences. Then you have to understand the sentences. And number 3, or finally, we're going to answer the sentence, or you are going to complete the sentences. Yeah. If any could go anywhere for the day, she wouldn't go to. Yeah, remember about the video, short video. A tropical island, Australia or Spain? Okay, a tropical island. Yeah, check answer. Very good, very good. Anne would spend her perfect day. How? What is the for which? How? So I think walking. Oh, okay, snorkeling. Yeah, check answer. Very good. Number 3, any good and spend her perfect day with her father, her husband, her friend. Okay, her husband. Check, very good. And finally, any good and spend the evening in the nightclub, dancing or walking next to the sea. I don't know, a nightclub, dancing. Okay, letter C, check. Very, very good. Okay, 4/4. Very good. Congratulations. And the next and finally, exercise. The perfect day. Gap find. Type one of these words into each space to complete the sentences. Good, good, or good. Yeah, please pay attention about the audio.
Number 1. If you could go anywhere, where would you go?
Yeah, repeat one more time.
If you could go anywhere, where would you go?
Yeah, where? Good, could, or wouldn't? Okay, good. Good. Yeah, okay. Number 2.
Number 2. I'd go to a tropical island if I could go anywhere.
One more time.
Number 2. I'd go to a tropical island if I could go anywhere.
Which? Good, could, or couldn't? One more time, okay. The final, yeah. One more time, no more.
Number 2. I'd go to a tropical island if I could go anywhere.
Yeah. Good, okay. Number 3, pay attention, please.
Number 3. I wouldn't go to a nightclub if I could go anywhere. I don't like nightclubs.
Yeah. In this case, read the context, the context, yeah? Remember the first step, read the all sentences. Then analyze the all sentences, yeah? Now, couldn't, okay, couldn't, yeah. Number 4, pay attention, please.
Number 4. If you could meet anyone, who would you meet? Number 4. If you could meet anyone, who would you meet?
Who would you meet? Okay, who would you meet? Easy or difficult? Yeah. Always pay attention about the modals, about the verbs. And finally, number 5.
Number 5. What would your perfect day be?
What good? Okay. So check answers. Yeah, good. And number 3. Oh no, my God. Repeat. Number 3.
Number 1. Island if I could go anywhere. Number 3. I wouldn't go to a nightclub if I could go anywhere. I don't like nightclubs.
In positive, I could.
Number
Yeah.
4.
Check answer. Yes, the correct answer. I wanted to. Oh no, it's okay, but I don't like nightclubs. Yes, it's okay. I couldn't. Okay, good, my students. For always we have to practice this exercise. We have to practice this topic because it's very important about our English level. Please, this is the part about homework. You have to do in your free time. You have to do at home, or I don't know when do you prefer. But this homework is for the next week. Okay, please complete the all questions. Do you remember that this conditional is about imaginary situations? Okay, I'm going to send this picture in the WhatsApp group. When you finish, please send me a picture with your answers, but then the next I'm going to check, okay? This is all for today. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any question, if you have any problems, tell me, because it's very important that this topic is clear. Okay, my friends, bye-bye. See you the next class.